Hello. My grandma says I'm good looking. Let's do this. She's just being nice to you, so you don't steal her medicine. Or pull her plug. You're like a more feminine Nicolas Cage. Less feminine. Is your grandma a horse trainer? It's time to put grandma in a home. Interesting. I've never seen a chemo patient only lose hair on the front of their head. Shines bright like a diamond. Pretty sure she's talking to the reflection on your forehead. As a doctor, I diagnose your grandmother with blindness. Never got bullied, so now's my chance. Do your worst. Raticut, I chose you. Nobody bullied her, because when she turned level 10 she learned bite. I call bullshit. You look like you were even bullied at homeschool. You have a lot of pimple popping posts in your history, and this is still the grossest thing you've posted. Maybe I could pop my zitty head with a shotgun? You're the kind of girl who got upset when she couldn't legitimately participate in #metoo since men actively avoid you. Here's a drawing. My co-worker needs a birthday roast. RoastMe. Savage. I deeply wonder the shape of a sandwich after he takes his first bite. A conversation between you and Mike Tyson would be an airbending battle. I'm guessing two rusted out pickups in front of his trailer, a scarred pit bull chained to one of the bumpers, and his scantily clad 15-year-old niece waiting for him to get home to be served his favorite dish, beans and franks, washed down with some wild Irish rose. No, he doesn't need a birthday roast, he need a dental plan, haircut and gym membership. Usually you see this type of life form on a porch in Alabama playing a banjo. That or it's the last thing you see before being killed and eaten by a family of inbred hillbillies. Crazy weekend of sex with a friend. He just blocked me on all social media. Roast me. I understand he hurt you, but doesn't mean you can post his pic here and hope we'll make fun of him. Maybe he's just not as into bestiality as he initially thought. You're the perfect example of a girl a guy will use in desperation to break a dry spell. Which confuses me, because looking at her just makes my dick more dry. The bag fell off her head. Those bruises from choking don't mean he was into it. He really just wanted you to shut the fuck up. With how rare I bet it happens, I understand your blatant need for casually telling us that yes, there is someone who is desperate enough to look past your eyebrows and need for attention and have sex with you. PS, all the hoodies in your closet will never hide your figure. PPS, this post will probably never get popular enough for him to see it. 19 female, rodent lover, Mexican, and just got these new glasses. Roast me hard. You look like store brand Miranda Cosgrove. I'm almost certain you at one point drew a comic of you and you're at getting married. I think it got a little more X-rated than that. If you didn't say rodent lover, I'd assume that was your twin sister. That rat had probably been more places in your body than any man will ever be. If only God had picked a nose to match your face. I'm a college freshman who's never even been on a date. Let's go. In 3 years you will be a senior in college who has never been on a date. But when he graduates, he will be the assistant to the regional manager. Dwight Schrute goes to college. Prequel to The Office. This is Dwight and Angela's baby. False. A Schrute baby would be male. Holy shit, I can't wait to read your manifesto. Not gonna lie, I have been called into the office because someone told them I threatened to shoot up the school. No worries, the school office assistant knew you were a pussy. Roast me daddy. I think you've had more than enough roasts. How about some lettuce instead? Oink oink. You're the drunk one night stand that drops the I love you after a fake orgasm. I thought catching whales was illegal now, but judging from all the fish hook holes in your face, they're still trying. Step away from the Photoshop. You look like you're made of silly putty. Tilting your head doesn't make the side of your face paralyzed from the stroke look any better. All that metal on your face makes you look like a tackle box. To remind guys there are plenty of other fish in the sea. I'm 22, magician who loves my girlfriend, rock music and gaming. I can pull a rabbit from your ass. The greatest magic trick you could pull off would be to become employable. Your tattoo should read delusion if you think you can grow a beard. Just because you made your girlfriend disappear doesn't make you a magician. Not here to roast you, just wanted to let you know you can't drink that Jack Daniels with your depression medicine. Can you turn that bottle of whiskey into domestic violence? It's but a simple trick the op had mastered over the years. Your Friday night go-to line, and with a couple taps of my magic wand, I've turned your drink into a sleeping potion. I can't even come up with anything clever. I just want to punch you in the face. I'm highly flammable. Obviously, animal fat has been used as lamp fuel for centuries. Also, how fucking insecure does she have to be to airbrush her face that much? Hagrid, is that you? More like Adele as a male. Fortunately, it will take more than just some flames to make you hot. You didn't need a post-it note on your jugs to get people to stare at them. They naturally divert their glance there to avoid looking at your face. She didn't buy that sweater BTW, she knitted it from her pubes. Yeah, it's all still attached. Highly flammable, but lucky for the rest of us, she got 0 matches on Tinder. Must be different for you taking a headshot like this, instead of the way you do on your amateur clips for Pornhub. Both exams and my day next week, so give me your worst. I have looked at this for 5 minutes, and cannot tell if you're a boy or a girl. Either way, I feel like the answer is going to be disappointing. Prob one of those weirdos that identifies as cat. I knew a girl who identified as 1/4 cat. She was on he spectrum, and she also had a child. She was nice, but I asked her mom which of her grandparents was 100% feline. She didn't appreciate the question. If they are testing you on your ability to be unfuckable, you lace it. You're the reason Professor Oak has to ask, are you a boy or a girl? My worst still won't be as bad as your attempts to hide your Adam's apple. Despite what you read on BuzzFeed, menstrual fluid does not make a passable hair dye. I bet you start your S's from the bottom. You're sick. Roast me hard. Double double. Toil and trouble. Spread the macute thick to hide the stubble. Hee. Did you get that moon tattoo on your finger to remind you that you only look good in low light? You probably named your vibrator. It probably has black lipstick marks on it. You should start an emo a cappella group called Self Harmony. I bet you masturbate to photos of Gomez Adams. Isn't there a spell that can actually make yourself attractive? Do that one. I feel like you actually have a really great relationship with your parents, but you pretend you have daddy issues. Nicknamed Jesus. Jesus is their natural reaction to seeing you, not what they named you. Hugh Grant had sex with Peter Dinklage. Nicknamed Jesus because your death would redeem everyone else on the planet right now. Finally, a crucifixion the Christians and the Jews can agree upon. You look like you lure 10-year-old girls into your van and show them why it's called the Mystery Machine. Oh god, I think my vagina just slammed shut. Mental health worker on an overpass shift. Keep me awake. You look like your whole life is an overpass shift. Nice to see they are letting the more gifted patients pretend to have a job. Good for you, working on your mental health. I'm guessing this isn't the first time you've asked a bunch of anonymous men to keep you awake. You're the poster girl for Do Not Resuscitate. You look like you could power McDonald's deep fryers for a year with all that oil on your skin. Add the oil from my hair and I could probably cover Burger King too. No Karen, for the last time, you're not a worker, you're a patient, now go back to your room. I take everything personally, so do your worst. You look as tired as your parents are of your excuses to not move out. Strokes at 15 are pretty rare. I feel like I just saw a porn star without makeup. You did your makeup as lazy as God did your eye. Looking at you makes me want to yawn. Goodbye.